Oh, it took off anyway. I didn't know it was going to start recording like that, but it did. Alright, people. Emperor Umi Kahatma is back in the building. I don't think this thing is working. But, it's cold in the motherfucker outside. It's about minus 32. And my little heater is kicking in. Today is, people. Let me put on my hat. I think I need to put on my hat for this one. Today is December. Hold on, let me get the day. What the day is? December the 17th, Saturday, at 2:34 p.m. or a.m. in the morning, 2:34. Put on my good luck hat. Morning, man. Alright, now let's go in, peoples. Namaste, Sasikal, Shalom Alaikum, Dobry Jin, Anye Angseoi, Ohio, Ni Mao, Ujumbo, and what's cracking to all my peoples out there. Kamsamnida, and all that good stuff. Check it out, peoples. I get tired of making videos. This is about 2,000. This is number 2,000. I'd have made over 1,500 videos. But I know I'm fighting against people who don't want to wake up. They want what's inside of you, but they don't want to wake up because they feel that the frequency they living in suits them. So how can they get out of something that suits them? You see what I'm saying? Certain people are suited by the fire. You see what I'm saying? So when they get in, they suited by that. And that's just them because it fits their particular sign. You see what I'm saying? So it's hard to get them out of the fire because it suits their sign. And when they get in there, they get stuck. And even though they know that the other side possesses more a different frequency, and it takes you to a different place, the fire still doesn't want to be consumed by the water. So that's what a lot of this is taking off. That's why you see a lot of brothers and sisters, they really don't go too hard on numerology. They give you it and they step back because they don't want their sign to be talked about. They don't want, you know what I mean? They don't want, you know how people, when you first wake up, you say to yourself, you say, hey, well, shit, I want to find out what they say about me. And everybody has done this when it comes to their awakening. They wanted to know what it said about them, and a lot of people found out a lot of things that it said about them. That's why they steer away from telling you their birthday and telling you their zodiac signs and all of these. That's why they steer away from that thing. Because they don't want you to see what they, who have been studying, the soothsayers, who have been studying us all, has your psychology programmed down to a T. You feel what I'm saying? And it's connected to the program of the Matrix. So a lot of brothers and sisters, they don't, you know what I mean, they steer away from that. But I stay to it. I mean, I read, you know what I mean, it had good things, bad things about everybody. Got good things about me, bad things about me. But I seen that my good things kind of overweighed the bad things. And I was like, I like the good shit. The bad shit is just, you know, like it said about me, limitations. He's mad because he's stuck in limitation, but he know he can do more. But the, you know what I mean? But it won't. It's not there. You know, you grew up in the system, and you know, school is free, and nobody know. They want you to learn. This system right here is the opposite of wanting you to learn. This system is built to want you to fail. And when you fail, they all look at you. You didn't beat us. We beat you. You shouldn't have did it. This is the kind of society that we have been raised in. A society to people to smear. Like Brother Dolo said, like once before, he said the word Christ means to smear. So people was raised up in a smear culture to smear each other's name. And this is what's happening. This is what they like to do the best. Remember, you was raised up on Jerry Springer. You was raised up on all these different talk shows with fighting and screaming, and most of y'all sat up, laughed, it, got high, and watched the shit and did what you did. You know what I mean? And a lot of people seen it. Oh, that's bullshit. I ain't watching that shit. Who gives a fuck who's the daddy, who's the baby daddy? And certain people's, the psychology of them sit back and actually watch the show. Who's the baby daddy? They was waiting on the fight. This is the personality of the people. So when we get into running out of things to say, running out of directions, we go back into what we know to do best. Scream and holler at each other. You feel what I'm saying? So a lot of brothers got into the community, seeing that it was a lot of money in the community, and the killings that took place even up the bounty of the money, because it put more fear in the people to look for people to come help them, to look for groups to protect them against what's happening to them. So that even bountied the money up. And now it became a fight between the religious group grabbing the sleepers. Like this group right here is trying to grab as many sleepers as possible. You know what I mean? And then you got another group of brothers, and they're trying to grab as many sleepers as possible. And they're fighting over the people who's asleep, who's just waking up, because you are forced to wake up when these things appear on your television. You know what I mean? You're forced to wake up. Even at ages that the people are not supposed to wake up, they're forced to wake up. So this puts the whole everybody in a position. You cannot no longer play the game anymore, because these children was forced to wake up. Now they are forced to need guidance, or else they'll be able to guide themselves. And they was already raised off of Call of Duty. They was already raised off of these murderous killing games on the video game. They was already raised up in the hoods. They was already raised up in these different places. You feel what I'm saying? So the mentality and their subconsciousness, when they go off, they go off. Like you seen them flip cars over and tear buses up. When they go, they go. So we are in a position that it's not good to get in front of the group, right? With the cussing and shit like that. And then when other people start to do it and it start to travel, you start to make this virus travel around your planet. This other children, 13, just feel like cussing because they see you cussing. Or they see you doing some shit. Motherfucker, they want to do the shit too. Not only that, they want to do it harder than you. They want to do it fearless, because it's a game. It's part of the program of Who's Harder Than Who program. It's part of the Get Hard program. Who's harder than who? Who's the more of a killer? Who's more of a this? But it was never who was more of a lover. They never wanted your Kundalini chakra to rise up, so they had to keep you in the phase of who was more of a killer. You see what I'm saying? Who's more down? You scared. I ain't scared of nothing. And now when you get into this competition, it sets the whole psychology of the people in a direction that they wasn't smart enough to understand what was happening. See, the devil transformed himself into programs of thought. If you cannot analyze the programs of thought and know whether it's a conscious thought or a devil-written program, then you will be caught inside of that game. And this is what's happening to the people. You're getting caught inside of a TV talk show. Because there's no way in a conscious mind, when you see all these murders take place, and even the one who was the number 9, I mean, what's his name? Darren Williams. I forgot his name. Darren, you know what I'm talking about. He was the number 9 after I did his numerology. So he was out to do the same thing I'm doing. Same thing I was woke up, you know what I mean? Because I was already in it since I was little. When I was in the 10th grade, I did Willie Lynch letter for my high school report. 10th grade, I did the Willie Lynch letter. So I've been up. Ashra Crazy, back in the days, I've been up. watching his videos in the shack, but lifting weights and shit. I've been on that. My family been on that tip. But it wasn't right for me to wake up at that time. But now, it's time for me to wake up. Because if I'm going to have to give up this vessel, if I'm going to have to shed this vessel, I might as well put in work while I'm in this vessel. Don't shed the vessel and then now you want to put in work because you're in the spirit realm and you find out, oh shit, I'm not dead. Yeah, what's up? But they already got you trapped in a certain dimension to where you can't even touch them, and any energy that you give off will be good to them, even if it's your anger. You see what I'm saying? You in the spiritual realm and you mad as fuck. That's exactly what they needed. Now they can put you in their body and they've got all this energy and shit. Why? Because you're in there mad as hell. They're traveling through the sun in chaos, but in the moon, you get kicked out of there for being angry. You see what I'm saying? Because you will upset the frequency flow. You will go into the water and turn it hot by you becoming angry. You see what I'm saying? So that's why the fire deals with the chaos, and that's why they got to have you mad at the world when they take you out so they can bring you back. Because if you're happy at the world, you're going to go on your course and you're going to go the way you were supposed to go. And no matter how long it takes for you to get back, you're already in bliss. Time doesn't exist to you anymore. You can come all the way on back with no problem. But the sun has problems harnessing souls because it wasn't meant to be that way. Was it meant for a man to have a child? No. So how was it meant for the fire to harness the souls? No, it wasn't. So what do they have to do? Steal them from the moon. See what I'm saying? They have to steal the souls and turn them into fire in order for this system to take place. And that's what you see in these rituals and murders jumping off everywhere. Because when y'all back up and you get upset at the other ones, when the law of the land is that we all connected, we all must communicate with each other. If not, the frequency of life that flows through the body will not connect to these people and they will run out of life. Their dicks won't get hard, coochies won't get wet, none of that shit. What do they got to do? They got to go out and put the pressure on the people who has the light. Either make you angry, kill yourself in anger, be mad, and your soul gonna jump over there to them because of your anger. The way in is love and the way out is love. You can't come in through love and come out through anger. This is the game, people. They're trying to trap you through you becoming angry. This is how, if you was in the dark and you wasn't saying shit, there was no emotion. I can't see you, neither can I grab you. Only until you emit a vibration, you can be seen in the dark. Now I can grab the light because I can see it. Why? It's shining. It's making noises. It's doing something. But until this light becomes silent and the light goes out and the light knows that it's still in dark matter conscience, so it does not die, it just decided to go silent. So it cannot be grabbed or harnessed. You see what I'm saying? Think of the orbs. Think of all of these things. Orbs. Think of the orbs. Now think of the light as being dark. Now the orbs are there. But only until they vibrate, you can see them. You see what I'm saying? Only till they give off a blast of energy, you can see the orb. But they're always there. So brothers and sisters, we can't keep playing games. Y'all know what time it is and you know what we must do. We must come together and we must study. We must study. And we must study. We must sacrifice ourselves out of the matrix to study. Don't try to play both games at the same time because they made it impossible. They made it to where you have to work 1 to 5 days. Somebody has to watch the children. Even the mother has to take on a job. They made it like this. You are not supposed to pay rent. They're keeping you from the books because when we was put in the cage, the way we was put in the cage, they were studying because they knew the powers of technology. And now they're in a position to make the whole universe slaves to the technology. You feel what I'm saying? And this is what's happening, peoples. That's why people like myself is up. Because the computer has become strong by an evil mind. The people behind the computers does not have the consciousness of a free world. They doesn't have the consciousness of let's beautify this world. Let's stop the competition. Let's share these vehicles. Let's share everything. So that way you don't have to worry about buying your own yacht, and you don't have to worry about buying your own yacht, and we don't have 100 yachts in the goddamn ocean. If this one yacht is all of ours, you see what I'm saying? We can get out of that competition of mode of bringing the world into distraction. Remember, if you sit still and you don't move, you're liable to not even age. The reason why we are aging because of the force that's being put, the pressure that's being put on the spirit body and the physical body. That's the only why you're aging. And the foods that you're eating, they're keeping you in a perpetual state of light, cold death. You was born in it. So when you was born in it, it's hard for you to know when you're in it. Like if you go in a room and you be like, you just got through blowing, right? And somebody be like, nah, I smell weed. What you gonna say? I don't smell shit. For real? Why? Because it's all on you. That's why motherfucker can't smell it. And that's the same problem that we're having. My brothers and sisters is going back into their Christian ways. Remember, you was born this way. These are the thoughts that you have. Remember, you was laughing and giggling when certain things was taking place in the hood. When people was getting killed and murdered and this, you was laughing and giggling. It wasn't a big thing. You was laughing and giggling because you was steady in that competition mode of who's scared. I ain't scared, nigga, wasn't me. Fuck that motherfucker. That motherfucker got slipped. Got another one. You was in that mode. Now, you can see that it's a lot of people who's trying to play the role of I'm with this shit. I'm tired of shit. They're not. They just playing a role because they don't want to get left behind, and they already placed themselves a revolutionary. Once you place your foot right there, you got to play that role. Now when the people wake up all of a sudden and you like, wait a minute, and you count your dough, you doing what you doing, making your money or whatever, and then all of a sudden, oh shit, oh, it's getting hot. Oh shit, oh shit, my turn now. I'm on the stove to do what I've been doing, what I was doing, that I claimed to do for 20 and 30 years. I'm on the spotlight now. It's time for me to show and prove, right? And a lot of people got caught in that wave. And now when it's time to show and prove, you know what I mean? Because I'm always going to kick you the truth. I'm always going to kick you whatever truth that's inside of me. I'm going to pass it through the line to y'all. You know what I mean? And then you can measure it up to what the people are doing. Measure the truth. Go through all the videos. Go through 1,500. Measure the truth. And remember the time that's going by. And you say, well, goddamn, if they would have did what he said, then we would have had like 50 million right now. We had land. We'd had everything if we'd have just did that. And it was very simple. But now years are going by. The computers are being built. The camps are being built. The bars are open. You feel what I'm saying? This is what happened when you waste your time. But like the brother said, you know what I mean? It's not how you start the race, it's how you finish. So if we're planning on finishing this race strong, we have to go with simplicity. We cannot be fighting over money. We can't be fighting over money, people. That is the dumbest, stupidest shit in the world. That's what I call the church shit. The pastor stole the money shit. And you go back to the videos. I told you put everything on the thing. Put even how much you have. That ain't got nothing to do with the shit. Just put it out there to the people and let them know how much money you have to the T. Show them your bank account. When you hide one thing, you'll hide many things. If it's honesty and you believe that you don't believe in money and this is just a tool and we are playing a game to win at this game, then you wouldn't care about who sees what you have. But the funny thing about everything that you're trying to hide from your people, the man already knows. You try to hide from your people, but the man has all your information, all your passwords and all your codes. Why? You gave it to him for free. That's why we're in a state of total honesty. There can't be no bullshit. You have to be true. Stop playing a role because you're going to get caught. And when you get caught in that role of being a falsified person, it's not a good look. On your way out, it's not a good look. So let's be honest, people, and stop playing these games. You can even get caught up when you're buying all these houses and these cars and shit, and then now you got to pay for shit. You got to keep rent. Now what you have become? You have become a slave to that pale monkey. Why? Because he know you want to keep your house. He know you want to keep these cars, and he know how to put you in a bind when it comes to money. He know how to put you in a bind to make you keep coming back for more of the money to pay your bills. But if you was honest with your family on how much you got, how much the house, everything, just showed the family on the internet, it'll be a different story because we're looking at your life just the way you are. And if you trusted your family can help you. Because you have more minds working on the problem instead of you being the egotistic saying, I can do this by myself. I don't want nobody in my mind. I want to be the mastermind. Instead of adding your mind with the many and becoming the masterminds, you want to be the mastermind. And this is the problem we have in people. Y'all got to come off the bullshit, man. You know, just come off the bullshit, man. Be real. Because read the book about the horse. 1978. The Earth Horse. Positive fire. He said he senses nuisance that go unnoticed by everyone in the room. But the horse will pick that shit up. You see what I'm saying? Because it's real simple. You don't go out for the views and shit like that. How many views we got? Oh, we got a lot of views. Oh, we filling up the chat room. Oh, no. You put the calls out there. Very simple. You put the calls out there. This is what it is. This is what we got to do. This is what we need. And every day you work at that cause. You don't veer from that cause and take the people in another direction. You keep them in the same direction till the direction is completed. With integrity, it's completed. What do we need? We need 1 million people. Because 1 million melanated people with $1 is a powerful building instrument tool that we need. You feel what I'm saying? And you know you need this. So why aren't you trying to get the 1 million people? Why aren't you honest enough to get in front of the people and say, hey, we got 500 people down with us right now, ready to go. 500 logged in. And I told you how powerful the black pages are. Not the yellow pages, the black pages. To create this book. It's like the Melanated Unity Bible. That is the first mission that you must create because it deals with your senses. It deals with your count. It deals with your computer. It deals with your melanin computer. This is what the black pages do. It deals with your melanin computer. Every person over here should be in that book. In that book. And then you should make another one for the other ones, for babies, for newborn babies being born. And all that shit. in that book. And you know what we need? We have to learn. What is the first thing we do? Hey man, we gotta learn. Why? Because we were stupid. They kept us in a stupid state. Because if we fail to admit that we are functional retards, if we fail to admit that we're behind in our spiritual works and our mental works, we're behind and we got to catch up. Because the one thing you don't know about another person's body is what's in it. You don't know how hard the Asians have studied. You see what has been built around you. So you know people must know a lot of shit in their minds. But you're looking at the physical, but you don't know what's in their minds and how much they know. And usually they show through what they have. See what I'm saying? So if I build some type of great thing, you can know that my people know how to build it too. Wherever you see them, that knowledge has been transferred into them. You see what I'm saying? And this is the shit that must go down. We must build the melanin bank of information. Damn. I'm almost at 30 minutes. I went through that shit fast. I just got started. Got a lot of shit to say. But I just try to, compress it and give it to you in a compressed format. I'm just saying, why can't y'all step out of the box and then look back in the box and then look at yourself arguing and fighting and fussing and laughing and giggling? I'm thinking y'all should kind of have a serious face. All these people who just got took out. Y'all should be like on it. Yeah, woo, okay, woo. And we having a spelling bee coming up. You're coming down. We're giving out Apple Mac-top laptops for the person who wins. You win an Apple Mac laptop. You're gonna have to study 100 words. And here's the 100-word list. You need to study all of these words. And we're gonna have the spelling bee coming up. Woo. All those come down who want to win an Apple Mac laptop. Why are you not being about the business? Remember, I got enough information in my head to direct y'all to the championship. Any championship. With no problem. It's all in my head, man. I just pull shit out. I can pull a whole movie out of my head and give it to you. Play this movie. Just play the movie. You're going to win. Play the movie. But if you start to create y'all movies and shit, I'm getting my shit from places that, you gotta look at the position I'm in. I'm not in a regular position. I'm not a regular person. When you stand next to me under the sun, you're gonna be like, nah, he ain't a regular person. Damn. I feel this nigga thoughts. You see what I'm saying? So you gotta understand where I'm coming from, man. But this is what we're supposed to be about. Seriousness. Getting down to the business. We playing too many games. And the first thing I wanted to see was y'all brothers uniting. Now I got everybody that I watched individually. And remember, I sent a message to every one of them. I bullshit you not. Every one of the 7,000 people I watch on YouTube, I sent them a message. Hey, link up. Here's my phone number. Link up. Hit me up. Link up. I sent the message to every one of them. See, only the truth knows the truth. Even the computer know the truth. Because the computer know what I sent out and I can still pull it up. See? Sent him one. See? I told you. Still in the computer. You're in the age of truth because the computer's here, the camera's in here. If you think you can get by this camera, being a liar, being a falsified person, you're going to get your ass ate alive. It's going to eat you, man. I'm trying to tell you. So the best thing and the only way out of this is total truth. That's the only way. You want to pick up the sharp sword that they talk about in the Holy Book? It's called truth, people. And the first truth you got to understand, ain't no goddamn such thing as no motherfucking money. You in slavery, they created a system, and they've been thinking and putting shit in the system to fuck you from day one. That's just the truth. Now, once we pass that, all right, now what do we have? We have 4 million melanated people. Oh, shit, we can work with that. But you got to unite with them. You got to make a united front and put everybody together. And if you create one McDonald's, everybody's into that McDonald's. If you create one big, everybody's a part of that restaurant. When you think in the one mind, but I know a lot of people out there saying, you know, I don't want to give up. I got all these tattoos on me and shit. I got to play this role out. I can't just go over there with y'all. Look at all these tats I got on my face and shit. You know what I mean? So people like to play their roles out. You know what I mean? Well, I chose to be a thug. I'm just going to thug this out. I know y'all right about what y'all saying. But, you know what I mean? I'm already fucked up. And a lot of people choose those ways because of those reasons. I'm already homosexual, man. I don't know how I'm going to be straight again, dog. I done banged like 15 niggas in the... You know what I mean? I'm going to be straight after all that. You see what I'm saying? You get caught in these ways, but not understanding and understanding that change, like I keep hearing all the time, change is forever. It continues to change. You just got to put yourself in a way to where the way how long that we was in this game getting inputted and all these programs put on us, you have to take those programs off and for a long ass time, just as long as that time, implement the new programs to reprogram y'all, because the parents have to be reprogrammed for the children to come out reprogrammed. If the parents are still programmed and didn't have a child, the child gains that programmed DNA from the parents. But when the parents get that spark, it's just that one spark. You know what I mean? You just see everything. Hey, this is slavery. They're against the melanin. They're against the melanin because the frequency we on. We on the original frequency. They trying to steal our energy because they ain't got none. Oh, they was born with no souls. I mean, if you start just waking up and just seeing it, once you get that spark, you say, we got to do something. Or this would be the end of melanin. These people finna destroy the world. They making robots. They shoot bullets. They got drones that fly in the sky. Oh, we fucked up. Everybody. Get on your A's, pick up the goddamn dictionary. You, get over there, build something. Build a house, build something, motherfucker. We got to get it. It's time, dog. The books are there. The information is there. A lot of it's scattered and messed up. But you can put your swag on it. Because you got to catch on the frame. Because the way something was built, you took a wire,